Brandberg, the tallest mountain in Namibia, was once again lying in front of us. We were 12 guys who had decided to climb the mountain at the most difficult time of the year. With very little rain this year, it meant small chances of resupplying water. As if the challenge of water was not enough, our guide had chosen a remote and uncharted route up the mountain, and he seemed unfazed of the days ahead.
Both Alberts, born in the land that God made in anger.
But Kubo's smile was infectious, and we drew strength from his determination to get our city dwellers up the mountain. Due to the water shortage, our backpacks were significantly heavier than last year. As we walked out of camp on day one, it was all smiles. Soon we started to climb up the steep sides of the mountain. Large boulders made pathfinding difficult. Climbing 1 meter up was often followed by 2 meters down.
Good.
Our route was certainly no hiking route. Creative pathfinding was regularly applied to find our way through the boulder fields. It was still only day one, but the intensity of the challenge is difficult to describe. We were all looking forward to the late afternoons, the stop before sunset when we could call home and report that we were all okay. Starting a fire and gather around helped us all to regain energy, and many were the stories shared as we cooked our food and shared the heat of the Bushman's TV. But evenings were not all about relaxation. We had to fill up water and have everything ready for the day ahead. We started early, helped by our head torches. Camp in the morning was a rush to get ready, and all too soon we were climbing again. Starting early in the morning meant we had a few hours climbing in the shade as we watched the sun painting the rock red. Climbing in the heat of the day was hard, and as we moved through different landscapes we got to learn how hard life can be under the African sun. This was an enormous task for all of us. Second person to go down was Dan, our medic, who had to self-administer IV drip already on day 2 after having lost too much fluid throwing up. Dan was then followed by Charles, who fell victim to the heat, and he too needed IV drip to keep going. At this stage we all needed to take regular breaks. On day 3 we took the decision to turn down and get off the mountain. We wanted to ensure that everyone could get down with no serious injuries. The feeling we had when we came upon green murky water filled with insects was as if we just won the lottery. On short rests we could enjoy the views, but most of the time it was keeping your head down and focus on the next step. The hardship we endured as a group formed bonds between all of us. On our way down we were all relieved, and everyone's mood was lifted to new heights.
Hi there.
It is difficult to in words describe the environment that we lived in for a few days. The views of the desert floor below were ever present and truly amazing. The scale was out of this world. The boulder field seemed never-ending, and we felt so insignificant whilst we were walking down. We were sharing an environment where people had been walking for thousands of years. The Bushman paintings gave us perspective on our trek. After all, we were here by our own free will. When we came upon leopard tracks, we realized that we were in a place that did not really belong to us. This environment is a punishing environment, but it's also an environment where strong bonds are formed. It's not easy to convey what this trip meant for us.
Det var härligt när vi åkte tillsammans.
One thing is for sure though, I feel honored to have shared a few days on the mountain with everyone in this group.
Not a walk in the park then?
Now walk in the park.